Alright everybody, so this is going to be a new build series of the China JK, the Boom Racing JK. Has opening doors, has rubber mirrors, the top can come off, everything is unboltable, the bumpers, front and rear. It's actually really nice detailed, it has a spare tire, it has light buckets in the front and the rear, so you can just set stuff up. I'm going to be running the gmade sawback axles and the RC four-wheel drive Prowler XS tires. Not these wheels, these are just for mounting, they're not glued or anything. I have the servo mount on the axle, but it'll probably go chassis mount because this might be class 0 build, which has to have a chassis mounted servo. Going with these tires because I want it to be a kind of more realistic build, and these tires measure in at about 3 5/8. Aside of these are just like eBay kind of like Rock Crusher knockoffs. These measure in at about 4 1/8. Over here I have the RC four-wheel drive Challenger. They measure in at about 4 1/4. These are awesome tires. They're a little bit too big for this build, but at least for what I'm going for. Going to be using, I believe they are 90mm. Yeah, these are 90mm Axial shocks. Got these from RC Recycler. Super cheap. He always includes the reservoir or just the regular cap. Using this cheapo T-case off of eBay, which came with the mount that I'm actually thinking I'm not going to use, but I bought this setup just in case I was going to. I thought it had mounting holes in the side, but it does not, so I may not use it. I'm going to be making my own links, so I have Traxxas rod ends. I don't have a part number for that, but I'm going to be using this threaded rod. It's like, I don't know, like 3 feet of it. It's a couple bucks. But if you get these big bore Traxxas, they're for the Revos, like their steering links. They're for the steering ball ends. They fit on there. So you have a really heavy duty, link. And then if you surround it by any kind of brass sleeve or aluminum tubing, whatever you want to get from Hobbytown or wherever you get parts. This is 8 30-second pitch, I guess, and it's 3 feet. I'll be making my own frame for this build, and off of RC Everyday on Instagram and his YouTube channel, he uses like this square stock, maybe not this exact size or whatever, but what he does is he will make a template, and then he'll cut it, notch it, get all this together welded, and then he cuts it straight down the center, so you have 2 identical frame rails. So I appreciate him and all his work he does on YouTube, so go check him out, even though I'm sure like 3 people are going to watch this. So this was my template. I tried to make it as boxy as I could so it wasn't real rounded, which would be a lot harder to make on that. But this here, the way I'm going to do this is also off of Josh Elliott or Camping with Coleman or Extreme Scale Performance. It goes by a lot of different things on different social medias. So the way that he did his frame build, he used a SEX10 frame to start out with, but he had it fit in this channel here, and in this he did like a hinge mount on the rear that was bolted into that, which I actually plan on doing that so I can pivot the whole body off of the rear. But he had it mounted like this, and then he just, if anybody's familiar with a CC01, you know, you just kind of like pop the frame out of the front, and this plastic is very, very flexible. It's very rubbery. You know, it has a lot of give to it where it won't break. So that's my plan. You know, I might have to trim just a little bit, and I don't want to run these factory bumpers, but I probably will, just because, you know, you can't have hood pins or body body posts anymore in the RC scale game. It's just can't do that. So that's my plan for that. And I do plan on trying to start some of this frame tonight, even though it's 2 o'clock in the morning. For my motor, I'm going to be using this. I don't know how it's going to work out just yet. It's a 1000 revolution per minute motor with geary drive. It's a 12 to 24 volt DC motor. So they use these on like industrial conveyors to run their machinery. It has a 6mm output shaft, while the T-case is only a 5mm output shaft. Well, I found a boat or some kind of like coupler that goes from 6mm to 5mm. So I'm waiting for that to come in, and then I can join these two up. So that'd be pretty exciting. Now, I tried this on a 7.2 2-cell LiPo, and it spun very slow. So I'm not actually sure this is going to work out, but this compact design is amazing and will work great for running a full-size, you know, 2S LiPo up under the hood, which I plan on doing. I'm going to try and fit this. It was a Florian. I'm going to fit one of these up under in here. I'll probably put it on an angle, you know, or whatever. I should have a bunch of room up in there to do it, you know, because you really can't fit it anywhere else. And I want to run these because this is what I run with everything that I do. So I'm going to try and run it on a 3S and see what kind of speed I get out of it. I mean, on a 2S it may do walking speed, but I don't know, maybe it'll be okay. I'm going to build it either way with this, and if I have to go another direction, I do have an HPI gear reduction that I was going to use on my 4-door JK, which I never actually ended up doing because I left the R2 trans in there, which was not my plan. And that's all in process of being repainted anyway. So yeah, I guess that's about it with everything that I have going for this build as a startup video. Hopefully some people follow in. If you have any suggestions or ideas, I'm totally down with that. I'd like to hear what other people have to say. On that note, I'm going to go and work on the frame a little and then go to bed. See you later. Good night.